Good evening, everyone. I'm Erin Clark.
I'm Dan Green. It is day 19 of the Sobrates fire, the largest fire burning in California right now, and it is growing.
We have some new aerial pictures of the fire that can show you just how rugged the terrain is. This is what firefighters are up against. Fire grew over 6,000 acres overnight. It now stands at over 67,000 acres burned. Crews are making progress on the fire every day, but it is still a dangerous big fire. Containment stands at 50%. Today, evacuation orders have been lifted for people living on Coast Road in Big Sur. It includes part of the road between Bixby Bridge on Highway 1 down to the 2-mile marker. The evacuation order, however, remains for people living south of there all the way to Highway 1 to Andrew Malera State Park.
CAL FIRE is also shutting down part of Highway 1 again tonight. That's because of fire and wind conditions. It will be closed to all traffic in both directions between Palo, Colorado and and Coast Road near Andrew Malera State Park. That starts at 10 o'clock tonight. They did it last night. They will reopen at 6 tomorrow morning.
We have live team coverage on the firefight, air quality, and the impact the fire and smoke is having on local schools. We begin our coverage with Action News reporter Caitlin Conrad. She's been down in Big Sur all day and brings us the latest.
Erin, I was up on Old Coast Road. They chose that location today because it's very hard to access a lot of this fire, as you were talking about, very rugged terrain, but they have the road there, and so they chose that area to do Big Sur firing operations today. Firing operations were going exactly as planned in the hills above Andrew Malera State Park. Firefighters created a wall of flames on the east side of Old Coast Road. Firefighters just used drip torches to start the flames behind me, but just as important of a job is what these crews are doing over here. They are spotting for embers, looking to see if this fire makes any movement onto this side of the road. Crews want Old Coast Road to be the control point that keeps the fire from burning over the hill and down to Highway 1.
This road is going to be the containment line. And so the fire's down in the bottom of that drainage on its own, and so we're blackening this so when the fire runs up out of that drainage, it hits this and goes out.
Luke Pascucci is the squad leader of a hotshot crew out of Plumas. His team was using flare guns.
Fire!
To keep the fire burning in areas where the brush was too dense to light the fire by hand. And at times, the hotshots even tossing what they call grenades down into the brush to make sure the operation cleaned the slope of vegetation all the way up to the road.
You're going to get a wall of fire that's going to walk up here.
Saturday, the fire made a big run northeast of Pfeiffer State Park, driven by wind. It jumped a dozer line. Since then, more resources have been moved to the southwest side. And more burn operations could be in store over the next few days closer to Big Sur Village.
This is one of the most effective measures that we have to be able to prevent the fire from getting any further and any closer to those residents.
More than 400 homes are still threatened by this fire, and there's been a lot of activity on the southwest end. They want to get it back under control. If these firing operations over the next few days are successful, then that's going to add a lot to the containment number. Erin?
All right. Thank you, Caitlin.
The smoke from the Sobrates fire can be seen from space. This is the latest image released by NASA. The smoke having an impact on air quality, certainly on the Central Coast.
And a lot, of course, depends on where you are. Let's bring in our chief meteorologist, Lee Solomon, who's been tracking our air quality across the region. He has the latest on that, as well as conditions that firefighters will face tonight. Lee?
Yeah, Erin, also I want to just clarify what you just showed. You saw the smoke, but you also saw the marine layer. So we were pretty much clear north of the fire, but not so much down in the valley. There's your Skycam 8 Soledad, Hayatop, Palo Escrito. Looking into the Salinas Valley, you can see the smoke there, and of course it only gets worse as you move south. That's because of the northwest winds. They basically carry that smoke and just kind of pile it up in the southern end of the valley, and we have a westerly breeze here along the coast, so all of that smoke getting pushed inland and then down into the Salinas Valley. That's why the air quality there has been poor at times. Again, the relative humidity up. That was a good thing. The marine layer fairly solid. We've been on the cool side of where we should be this time of year, which is also good. You can see the difference, though. 80% relative humidity in Monterey, just 22% down in Bradley. So as you get higher up in elevation and you go south in the Los Padres National Forest, the relative humidities are quite low still, higher than they were last week, but again, not the kind of stuff that could produce any kind of rain, that's for sure. Winds are light, 5 to 10 miles an hour for the most part, and occasional gusts to 15. Temperatures mid-70s to mid-80s right now, and that relative humidity between 20 and 40%. So again, winds are light and variable, which allows the smoke to rise up, and when the winds switch to the south later tonight, as they do generally, we'll get a little more smoke north of the fire. Very unhealthy if you're near the fire, good around the bay, good out to Hollister and Salinas, moderate south of Soledad into King City. Winds will mostly stay light. These are your upper level winds that mostly be carrying the smoke to the south. Tomorrow we may see a little bit of a wind shift to more of a west-southwest wind before it changes again back to the north. So overall the pattern not that different maybe until about Wednesday night or Thursday. Then there's that chance that the winds could actually go southwest. That would transport smoke to the north. Then we'd be talking about lowering in poor air qualities in Salinas, Monterey, and Santa Cruz.